you doing, man?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, you've been hanging out. Do you do a lot of podcasts?
Never in my life. This is
Really?
the first one. Yeah.
Wow.
You
got
guys
us
are
on
popping
your-
my cherry.
You got us on your-
In the podcast. Mario, control yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you and Mario are in fact cousins.
Yes.
Yeah. But you're the more successful one commercially.
Yeah, that's it.
You're the younger one, the prettier one. Oh, does that hurt Mario?
No, it doesn't at all. I'm just so happy with my family.
Yeah.
But he has great dance moves.
He did. Mario's a good dancer. I'll give him that. Look, I said in the intro that you're part of a Mexican acting dynasty, and you really are. Your parents, Humberto and Christian, and what I want to know is what was it like growing up with extremely famous parents?
Well, it's funny because I've never seen another type of reality. You know, I never lived any other type of reality. So for me, I was like always the kid of these two normal parents that just were on TV. So it's funny because you do get a lot of attention, and people try to make a lot of fun of you when you're young because your dad was kissing another woman. Things like that. So
Like at school, it's
so,
like on the
yeah. So I would get in a
playground?
lot of fights because
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know my dad comes from like really humble origins and worked his way up. And so he always said, you have to get respected and do that. And so for me, I never saw something different. And also, you get to, as we were talking before, you get to jump a few steps.
But
sometimes,
that's it. Like like it opens a couple of doors, but really at the end of the day, it's can you or can't you?
Yeah.
Because what you've taken, and I don't want you to tell your story, but it seems to me what you've taken is that start and really like made it explode.
Well, at the end of the day, you're due to the people that are going to watch you and the critics. So what you have to do is you have to do your own thing. And of course you're going to get compared. You get compared to 30, 40 years of experience against like I just fucking started. But
I'm
people,
not my father.
but people were really nice to me, and I've been working, I've been growing as well. And I think one of the biggest things that I took from my family is the respect that they have for the craft. So it doesn't matter where you come from, it's just how much are you willing to put into it.
Yeah. And you put a lot into it. You actually studied acting in LA and Texas, right?
And in New York, yeah.
Oh, New York, right?
Yeah,
That's right.
I started actually because in Miami when I went to FIU, I studied economics and international business. And
Really?
Yeah.
So you're a brainiac too. Wow,
You know-
that's too much, man. Good looking, great family. Like a lot of talent on this panel. I'm feeling wholly inadequate.
It was due to
Inaccurate.
Inadequate. Go ahead, Sebastian.
Come on, guys, stop interrupting.
Welcome to podcast.
Well, whatever. I'm trying to go for 30 minutes breaking man.
Don't even try it, dude.
You've got 19 minutes to go. For this answer.
I think I can try. But yeah, my family were really good about it. They said you have to be a kid, enjoy life. You'll have enough time to be on the set if that's what you want to do, and then we'll support it. But so I studied economics, and then finally there was casting for a movie, and I landed it. And while I was doing the movie, I was
How old were you when you did that movie?
18.
Yeah.
18. Like the first thing that I did in work was when I was 9, and then I stopped because of my parents.
They made you have like a normal life for a while.
Yeah, and I thank them for that because I got to be a kid, and you grow up really fast in this business, and in a public family, you also grow up really fast because a lot of things have to stay away from the media. So that's kind of like a different coping mechanism in a sense,
Especially in Mexico, because we were talking about that. That in Mexico, it's just like everything that you see on the tablets and stuff. It's a lot harder. So they were always on the tablets since he was a baby.
And even though my family's not like
Tabloids?
There you
Yeah,
go.
tabloids.
Yeah.
There goes my accent.
I'll give you your accent. Whenever you don't know a word, I'll tell you.
You went to college in Miami, Sebastian.
Hey, it's Miami. I learned Cuban more than So yeah, it's and when I was doing this film, in the middle of it, I was like, I need to study acting. Like this is for real.
So you got bit by the bug.
Yeah, and this sickness, you cannot stop it. So
Yeah. What would you in your acting classes? What do you think if you're gonna boil it all down? Because you did a lot of them, from what I understand.
yeah.
What would be the one takeaway if you had to like narrow it down to one thing? What's the best thing that you learned in acting class?
Okay, first of all, I would say there are no methods to it. It's you have to create your own, and different situations are gonna come for different things that you have to create and do, and different tools that you're gonna have to use. And at the end of the day, is the compromise that you want to do with things.
Interesting.
And that's the thing. You know, you can take all. You can be the eternal student and never try, never take risk. You know, like you're doing coming to the States, and I'm doing the same. You know, you have to break, and you have to be not scared of breaking certain rules and certain parameters, and kind of getting away from that comfort zone.
Because you're here in LA, like doing your thing. You've actually got a movie coming out, the 20th Century Fox movie. It's gonna be huge, right?
Yeah.
It's a Spanish language movie.
Yeah,
right?
it's Spanish,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's coming out the 26th
Called,
of
I
August.
won't butcher the Spanish, but it's Game of Heroes. It's good. And the
Yeah.
story of that, if I understand from the trailer, I'm interested to see if I got it right.
Yeah.
So it's a childhood friend that you had, your character had,
Yeah.
and he has a disability.
Correct.
Okay. So what's his disability? He's like.
Well, this is an actual story. Like,
Okay, yeah, tell
this
us.
is true because when I got the script, literally one of the characters is this soccer football megastar, and his best friend has this different disability, and so when I read the script, as an actor, I'm like, who's playing the guy with a disability? This is the role. And when I was talking to the director, and he's like, no, I really, really want someone with a disability or like a special ability, as they call it in Mexico, to do the role. And after months and months of casting, they actually found a guy.
What's his name? He's really compelling. I kind of
Frankie.
teared up after.
Yeah.
I was like,
Awesome.
yeah. No, I did, absolutely.
His name is Frankie Villalbazo, and this kid, he actually works for the team that's in the movie, and he does motivational speaking for the teams and for all the players, and it's this amazing kid that has a great view in life.
And you guys play like your characters like were best friends as kids, and then you separated for a while, right?
Yeah.
And you're a big football star, soccer star, and then you get an injury, and he's the therapist, right? He's the physical therapist.
The whole thing,
It's a really cool story.
is that these two kids create this bond, and then from a freak accident, they kind of just never see each other, and they actually, they never see. You never think they're gonna see each other again.
Right, for years.
And then finally, there's an injury, and this other kid, his friend, has always had this special ability to kind of heal people, and from really odd thing, they kind of meet up again, and then also it's not only what I like about the movie is not just soccer, and it's not just this we're gonna create a miracle and bring you back to being a soccer player. Is the confrontation about this huge star that has lost all his ground and everything,
Right.
and this kid is just giving back the values of life to him and what really matters. And I'm considered a Grinch in my family. I'm always like,
You seem really pissed off.
Yeah.
But that's probably because you're doing this podcast.
yeah, I'm right here, making favors for my cousin. and then this kid, really has a way of saying we all have problems.
Yeah.
And Frankie actually says this in real life.
Frankie's your character?
No, Frankie is this guy, the
kid,
real person.
Yeah.
The question is who's helping who, really.
Exactly, and they're
Yeah.
both helping each other. And this kid just, he said it because he was talking to us, and we practiced for like a month and a half. We were together rehearsing, and he says, God, I don't know if you guys are religious or not, but it doesn't really matter. His vision of it is God gave me this disability because he knew I could make something great of it. And
Wow.
when you have this kind of mood,
And he's actually in the movie.
and
Yeah.
he's like, and he coming
He's like
from
the ghost
nowhere,
story,
blah blah,
yeah.
is now in a movie with Trenton Center Fox that cost me
Yeah.
10 years
What-
to be in.
When does that come out? Actually, it comes
it's
out
gonna-
next month.
Yeah, next month. So I'm flying back to Mexico to do the whole thing.
Yeah, they're gonna do a big release in Mexico, but it's also coming out in LA.
I had that on the list as well.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come to the States.
They'll do a Spanish release, obviously, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming in Pachuca, which is where we filmed it, and then Mexico City, and then hopefully we'll bring it to the States. I'm not producing there, so I wouldn't really know, but it should be coming to the States.
And you have a lot of other. You have a production company. You have a lot of brand stuff you're doing. How's your production company? What are you focusing on with that?
Well, it first started when I was doing this film, the first one that I did, and they were making so many mistakes, and I was like, I can't do this.
Wow,
You know?
Lisa, sound familiar?
Yeah.
Like Eco Challenge when Discovery produced it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, sorry.
And sometimes you just see certain things, and I lived in this kind of life all my life, so I've seen my parents produce a lot of things, and I'm pretty good with money, so I started
Yeah.
getting investors and things like that, and I started running, and actually one of my teachers saying, I was just starting, he said, you know, when there's no work, you have to create your own. And a big thing that happened to me in Mexico was, as I was talking to you before, is, oh, you cannot get into film because you're a television actor and
Yeah.
you're not the Mexican stereotype, you know, you're like the blonde, green-eyed guy, so you cannot be in Mexican movies. And then you cannot be in American movies because you are not the Mexican guy, but you still have an accent. You know, all this kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my own movies.
Nice.
And I started getting together with a lot of people and started getting that business side of me. And because at the end of the day, actors and producers and everything, we're a product, and either people see it or not.
Yeah.
You know, you have to know how to merchandise and create
Yeah.
and create a whole thing.
It's a
out of it.
show business.
Yeah, exactly. It
Yeah.
is a business, and the great thing is that when you can create a business out of great art, then you can do a great combination. Because a lot of people think commercial is not good content, and that's wrong. You can make commercial stuff that is amazing.
Oh, brilliant commercials.
No, the commercial
Commercial.
stuff,
Oh,
like
commercials,
like
okay.
commercially successful.
Successful.
Because there's brilliant commercials as
That's
well.
it.
Yeah. I've got a whole theory on a Safe Flight commercial that I won't go into right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to the zoo. I just remember that line.
Well, I think everyone's an addict at some
Are you
point.
an addict for like acting or projects or like?
You know, if I'm an addict with something, it's with music. I
Oh.
love.
Let's talk about you're a drummer.
Yeah, I started when
You know, obviously Matt's playing a song in a second. We're still deciding. Have you decided which one?
There's a plethora of songs.
Okay. Producer Brian, producer Josh, both of them.
And Sebastian's gonna play the drums over
Nice.
All you need is a box too.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I started playing drums.
So that's the big passion.
Yeah, I'm kind of shy to say this, but I remember being.
But I'm really good at it, yeah.
No, but how I started, it was really weird. I was listening to Hanson.
Nice.
And I was like, if that little girl can do it.
Oh my God!
Music's just
Please tell me it was Sheba, or not Sheba.
Sheba.
Yeah, no, like, and I remember it, and I was like, this kid, I'm down with life. I can do it. And my friends, and so they said, if you commit to going to classes, we will get you a drum set. And I went to classes and I loved it. And literally, like, I told them I cannot get further if I don't get my own drum set. And I would get back from school.
That's parents that love you to buy your drum set because they're
Yeah.
annoying, right? Yeah.
And it's crazy because I would get back from school and not even go to have lunch. Like I would lock myself and play drums for like 4 or 5 hours until like literally my blisters were on top of blisters of bleeding, you know. And the music, people that are passionate about it, it's just, you know, I think it's even stronger than acting. It's so universal and it's like it can touch so many things and. I really.
So are you doing something with music now?
Not now.
Project? Because maybe we could do one together. I got a pretty good voice.
Oh yeah.
Means I love you.
You do have a good voice. I've heard you
Yeah,
sing
you
before on
think
this.
you're-
Look, I don't want to say I'm great,
But you're gonna say it.
well, or I was hoping one of you would. Anyway, just help you.
I just love it, and I started playing drums when I was 12, and then I had a band in Mexico and things like that. Then moved to the States, and I lived in an apartment building, so I couldn't play drums.
That's tough,
They would
yeah.
kick me out, so I taught myself how to play guitar, and now my new mission is teach myself how to play piano, which I just bought.
That's my one regret is never learning to play the piano. I've said it before. I feel like I need to rob a bank. No, listen, hear my thought process. So I rob a bank, I get 7 years in. That's enough to learn to play the piano really well.
Yeah, but will you be able to learn piano in jail?
Yeah, because they'll have, they'll want to rehabilitate me.
Maybe they just look at you and they're just like, this guy's a lost cause.
I don't know if that's gonna happen in jail.
I think you're gonna play the flute.
Yeah.
Wow, and on that note, Sebastian Zarita, dude, it's really good to talk to you, and I hope will you come back and check out the show, sit in again?
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna check out your movie when it comes out August what? Would you say?
26.
August 26th.
Yeah, we need to head to Mexico City for the premiere.
Oh, can we do that?
That's what I was saying.
Yo, seriously, can you get us in if we come down?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to Mexico
Yeah.
City for the premiere. Up next, Matt Wells. What are you gonna sing? What do you got?
I think maybe I'll sing a song called Train Tunnel Love.
I love Train Total Love. An exclusive performance by my new BFF. I'm gonna say it, yeah, because I think you're mad at me.
The song is 25 minutes long.
We've got a serious band here.
It's the first time we
Dude,
have a
you're
musical
awesome.
live
Yeah.
guest.
We're like a whole band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to like get these guys, you
Y'all
guys.
need to get together.
We
and
should
just
like
rock it.
What do you call that?
maybe move one of these
It's not a word.
Yeah, just like
over there. Have them sit.
Yeah,
like
Palomasa in Mexico, so yeah, like a jam session, like just like like a hip hop
Move one
jam
of these mics
session.
under.
I wanted to give you this as a thank you for doing the show.
Oh, thanks so
Oh
much.
yeah, you totally have to make me the
Santa Royal Dance Danish butter cookies.
They're just
No, we'll just do the-
If you're gonna have the butter cookie,
And then
make sure it's a
we'll
royal
cut.
dance.
We'll have
We're trying to get them as advertising.
Hey, Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah, cookies.
Hilarious.
yeah, guapo.
And Bravo.
Yeah.
That's all.
Guapo kiss emoji.
He's lining up his dates for later on.
Yeah. It's funny.
We should turn them off so they can say, like, we can just tell them, like,
Yeah.
come and see the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rest.
No?
Do it, do it.
Tell them.
Tell them.
You need to give him a little love, Sebastian.
Hola a todos. Si quieren seguir viendo todo lo que se perdieron, chequen el podcast. Luego pongo ahí el link y todo lo que quieran. El viernes, no se lo pierdan.
Hello.
How's your Spanish? Come on.
I'm Hola.
There you go.
Como está? Mi nombre es Chile.
El Chile. ¿Qué pedo? ¿Cómo están México? Yo, hola, ¿cómo están? Ya los younger fans, ¿eh? Así. ¿Cómo están? Qué gusto verlos.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.